Structure of C. So firstly we will see what is a C programming. So C is a structured programming. All of you know that. Why? Because we are writing our C program in structured manner. We are following some flow. It is considered a high level language because it allows the programmer to concentrate on a problem about there is a no worry about the machine program. So that's why C is a high level language because it's totally based on problem solving method. The another reason why it is used by software developer because this application have to run on the many different hardware platform. That is a platform independent. C is a platform independent language. So firstly, we will see this structure of C program. That is nothing but how we are writing our C program. Okay, so this structure of C is nothing but how we are writing that C. So it contains four parts. So first is the preprocessor directory. That is nothing but there are some micros or functions which are stored in C program C itself or C compiler itself. We are just giving direction or we are just binding that with our program. So this first is preprocessor directories. After that, second uh, section. In a second section, we are declaring global declaration. Global declaration is nothing but here we are writing the variables which we are used in a whole program. So this section contains the global declaration. Global declaration of what? Variables. After that, the main function. Main function, this int is our return type, the main, and here void. After that, within a main function, we are writing the local declaration. In a local declaration, we are going to write the variables which we are used in only within a main function. So, local variable, what is the difference between local and global? Global, in a global declaration section, whatever the variables we are writing, we are using that variable in whole program. And in local declaration section, here whatever the variables we are writing, that variable we are using within the particular function. Okay, after that, here we can write the statements are nothing but here we are going to write our program. After that, this curly braces, close curly braces indicates that end of the main. And if there another functions are required, we can write that another functions here. So this is the structure of our C program. That is nothing but we have, while writing our C program, we have to follow this structure. That is, firstly we are going to write preprocessor directories. After that, the global declaration, that is global variable declaration. After that, our main program, main function, and if any other functions are required, we are going to write down below the main function. So this indicates the structure of C program. Next point is here the example given how we are writing the C program. So firstly, I told you here we are going to write down the preprocessor directories. So here this is hash include stdio.h. This is my preprocessor directive which used to include standard input and output. Std is stands for standard and I is for input, O is for output. So that's why this indicates std dot stdio dot h. H is nothing but h indicates that header file, and hash include, this is our preprocessor directory. After that, here no any global variable declaration. That's why we have not written anything here in global declaration section. Directly we are writing here main program or main function. So here int is our return type, main is our main function, So main is not returning anything, that's why here void is the return type of main function. After that, this printf statement is nothing but printf is used. This printf, f stands for function, and this printf, it is a function used to print the value which we are writing here. So this program indicates that used for to print a hello world. So for that, here we have used this printf. Printf is f stand for function, and to print that, here we have used printf function, and within that, here uh, instead of hello world you can write anything. Okay, after that we don't want to do anything, that's why here returns 0. After that, this close curly braces indicates that end of the main program. So this is our simple example of C programming. Now we will see this. What are these uh, preprocessor directories? What is the global declaration or declaration, local declaration, one by one. So firstly, what is this preprocessor directories? So this is a C processor, C preprocessor. It's just a text substitution tool which instructs the compiler, to do required pre-processing before the actual compilation. So how our C program get done? हम पहले program लिखते हैं. After that we are going to compile our program, and after that we get our output of our C program. So preprocessor directives क्या करता है? It compiles that preprocessor text. So preprocessor text is nothing but it. These are the stored program or stored function. Okay. Next point is all preprocessor are commands begin with hash. सारे preprocessor जो भी है begin with hash. It must be the first non-blank character. That is nothing but hash के पहले कुछ भी हमें blank spaces नहीं लिखना है. It should be a first non-blank character. That is nothing but it should begin in a first column. Why first column? That is before the hash we cannot place any blank spaces. So that's why it should begin with the first column. Okay. So all the preprocessors start with the hash. So now we will see the what are the preprocessor are exist there. Okay, these are the all preprocessor. Yeah, in a C programming there are approximately 8 to 10 preprocessor, but out of that, here most important are only 3 which we are going to use: include, defined, and error. Okay, we will see one by one. First one, include preprocessor. So this how we are writing this: hash include. It is used to insert specific header file into the C program. So now what is this header file? Header file is nothing but अगर हमें कुछ print करना है, कुछ display करना है, so for that we are using printf scanf function. So this printf scanf function अगर हमें program में use करना है, then we are going to use stdio.h header file. So अगर ऐसे हमें header file use करने हैं, then we are going to use this preprocessor. Preprocessor का नाम क्या है? Include. So this hash include preprocessor is used with to insert a header file. Next is define. Define preprocessor is used to give a specific value, like that if we wanted to calculate the area of a circle. So to calculate the area of circle, we need a pi value, which is 3.14. Okay, and 3.14 it is a standard value. अगर ऐसे हमें कुछ standard values अगर हमें program में use करने हैं, in that case we are using this defined preprocessor directories. So here hash defined preprocessor is used to create a symbolic constant. Okay, This preprocessor command can also be used to parameterize macros. Macros is nothing but the small function. So hash define preprocessor क्यों use करते हैं? To give a specific value to a variable. Okay. नेक्स्ट प्री प्रोसेसर है एरर। एरर प्री प्रोसेसर क्यों यूज करना है? टू प्रिंट एरर मैसेज ऑन स्टैंडर्ड एरर। एस टी डी ई आर आर एस टी डी ई आर आर इज नथिंग बट स्टैंडर्ड एरर डिस्प्ले। So to display that error, we are going to use this error preprocessor. So there are 8 to 10 preprocessor. Out of that, we are just three, these three preprocessor are important, that is include, define and error. Include preprocessor is used with the header file only. Include किसके साथ यूज किया जाता है? Only with the header file. Define define is used to give a specific value to a variable. Next, we will see what is the header file. So, header file contains the set of predefined standard library function. Okay, there are standard library functions. To use that, this header file are used. Okay, और header file कौन से preprocessor के साथ यूज किया जाता है? With the include preprocessor. So how we are writing our header files? Hash include, then after that our header file name, and header file name having the extension .h. Every header file having the extension .h. So now we will see what are the header files are there. So first header file is standard stdio.h. This this header file is used to input and output function. Just now we have seen that printf, that is our input and output functions. So to use that, here standard IO header file is used. After that, next is console conio, that is conio. IO is nothing but input and output. Con is used for abbreviation of console. Console is nothing but on a screen. If अगर हमें कुछ स्क्रीन में टाइप किया हुआ वेरिएबल में स्टोर करना है, then in that case we are using this console input output. After that, next is standard lib, that is standard library functions में से कुछ अगर हमें यूज करना है, then we will use this standard std lib header file. math.h, that is if we wanted to perform any mathematical function, अगर हमें एरिया कैलकुलेट करना है, एरिया ऑफ द सर्कल कैलकुलेट करना है, if we wanted to find out the perimeter of the circle, these are the mathematical functions. So to perform that mathematical function, we are using this math.h header file. Then string.h, string यानी name. Okay, string is nothing but a set of character. Okay, so अगर string operation, if we wanted to perform the string operation, then string dot h header file is used. After that, c type, that is character type, character handling function. If we wanted to perform the operation on characters, then c type dot h header file is used. Next, time.h is used for time and date. If we wanted to perform operation on time and date, then we are using this time.h header file. Next is float, limits of float. Float value is nothing but the point value. So if we wanted to perform any operation with the point value, then we are using this float.h header file. Next is limits.h. Limits.h is the size of basic type function. Okay, size of basic types. So these are the header file. Out of that, first four are most important. That is stdio, conio, stdlib, math.h. Next is, firstly we have seen what are the preprocessor directives? The second